Hello everybody, Tiniestofchibis here, and we're back with Genshin Impact. Can I please get this thing to work for me for a second? Sorry, I'm trying to set up the timer real quick. Like, I had it on the wrong function for some reason. I don't know. Okay, so...
Oh, hello.
We need to do this,
right?
and then we
Still
can
learning
finally
talk
get
like a
to
local.
Inazuma.
Is there anything I can help you with?
And I need to hurry up and get to Inazuma.
How do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person.
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Incredibly small. Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. Ah, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey. And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Chisei. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule, loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this, but after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
Reason. There are answers to questions I must know.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survive that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sekkoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
But then, I go to, but there's a place for Outlanders to go, right? When I have...
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known and near. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm. is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beta, then the hardest part will be out of the way.
Ah!
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Greenstone Forest on a supply
This
route.
isn't too
This
bad,
might be
but
our
once we get
best
this over
chance.
with,
Then there's
we pretty much have to,
Let's go find
I don't know,
Beta.
wait a hot minute. We'll probably have a skip time, I think. I don't know. My concern is that, I mean, I can do it with my main team, no issue. It's just the side team worries me, you know? I'm eating cotton cheese and apples, by the way, if anyone's wondering what I'm doing.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
If y'all haven't tried it, you should try it. It's really good. Cut up the apples into like smaller pieces, and then I shouldn't have to clarify it, but I'm doing it just in case I have to. When you cut the apple into smaller pieces, you do not have the core, and you do not use the seeds. You take the apple and you cut out all the normal edible parts of an apple. Gosh dang. Like, some went down the wrong pipe when I was talking. But, okay, so, but yeah, you eat the apple. Like the parts you would eat normally when you're eating an apple. You pretty much want to cut that part off. Just take out the core. And don't eat the stem, don't eat any leaves. You just eat the main part of the apple. And you cut all that up into like little squares, so that they're tiny and bite-sized. And then you take all those bite-sized pieces, right? Ugh. Do I have a team? What do I have in my group right now? Who do I have? Amber. Jean? No, Jean doesn't go up. I don't have anybody that has any lift unless I switch to Geo Traveler, and that shenanigans is shit I do not want to do. Because no. You can see Kyle looking at it, but I can't grab it. And I do not, like, look at him. He's looking at it. You can see him looking at it. I want it too. But I can't freaking grab it. It makes me sad. Anyway. We'll go to, well, I should be able to do it. My stamina bar isn't too bad. I've worked on it hard enough so that it should at least get me over here. Yeah, cool beans. I'm able to do it. That's nice. Alrighty. Just gonna come on in here. I want to drop. I really do. But I'm afraid if I just dump myself on, I'm gonna get myself hurt. See? We've arrived aboard the ship. Cool beanies. Beta. So feed them to the fishes. Alright. What's all this ruckus? Have I not been on the ship before? I know I have, Do I have to push buttons again?
You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Batuian Osile, right?
I'll turn it up a little bit so I can actually hear.
Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said.
Oh, I was like,
She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not floating thing, it's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
I believe this is the first one last time.
I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily. Especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Excuse me.
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
Yeah, that's how Niyuan got her shit.
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
To be
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
that was easy.
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Oh, okay, so it did work. Haha.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Ooh, we got a thing. Onward. But why must they send me places? Like, I forgot how stupid this freaking crap was. Like, why must they continue to send me places where I cannot easily teleport to? Then I have to run. I don't want to run. I'm injured. Not that that really matters, but I'm injured. Like, I mean, what does my injury have anything to do with my game character? But whatever. Whatever. No, but like, for Elsie though. Like, but for real though, I am injured. That is my own stupidity, because like, yesterday I was helping my sister do a bunch of heavy lifting because she can't carry anything over 50 pounds because she's pregnant, so she's not supposed to. And I went to her house to help her, you know, move a bunch of stuff so that she she can get the house ready and, you know, fixed up and shit. So that's what I was doing. And like, while we were like taking a break, because I went to go hang out with my niece. It was mostly more of a, I got kicked out of the room because her fiance had come home earlier, and like, he does a lot of like manual labor and stuff, so, you know, he had to take a bath, and so they were like, can you leave so he can go take a bath and then get dressed and yada yada yada. And I was like, okay. So I was taking a break and hanging out with my niece.
What's the hurry?
And while I was hanging out with my niece, like, 'cause she has this little drum set, and I was and So I was like fiddling with the drum set. And when I was like done messing around, and I was gonna give my niece like the stick because she wanted to play with her drumstick. So I was giving her the stick. I like moved my hand and like away, because mind you, I'm sitting on this little freaking, like, it's a little tiny like chair stool thingy. Like it's for like little kids, so it's like for like 10-year-olds or whatever, like little tiny kids. So it's not even a big seat, but I'm sitting on it, and because like the way I moved my hand and stuff, and the way how small this was, I was like obviously a full grown adult sitting in a chair for an 8-year-old or whatever. It's not gonna have full balance, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like not even fully sitting on the seat.
All of it, whatever it is.
Because it's like super tiny.
Exactly is it.
Anyway,
I didn't quite catch your request.
I ended up losing my balance, and like I got kind of like flung off a little bit, and so like I was falling backwards, and so I was like, and while I was falling backwards, my hand just like whoosh, it hit her desk, because mind you, the drum set is like right next to the desk. It's like it's like situated in between the wall and the desk, like kind of shoved in that little corner area. And so there's really no.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are.
Like for a kid.
Said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Oh, they're here. I was like, what the frick are we? Ooh, excuse me. So like for my niece though, who's super tiny. Well, tiny for, well, she's decent size, but you know, little kids are small. Anyway, for her it would have been fine. For me as an adult, that area is like too crammed in.
Are you here for the Crux
It's like the
class
size
too?
of a small closet. A closet? Small closet. Or, more accurately, the drum set takes about the size, and this is a full drum set. Probably takes about the width of a door. Doors, I think, are always the same size, like a normal wooden door that you would have inside. So it's about that big. So it's like, it's enough to walk through and stuff, but if you're sitting down with a whole bunch of drums, you can't exactly stretch out your arms, you know? But yeah, so I ended up hitting like the corner of the desk pretty hard, to the point where like it actually kind of broke through a couple layers of skin. I was bleeding just a smidge.
Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Ling Shan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a Vision Bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a Vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Maybe.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
My alarm is going off, so I'm probably going to do the other competitors. But you gotta feel sorry for these two guys. They're being taken for a ride. And they're... Oh, or you know what? It's like one of those pay-to-win thingies or whatever. Like, it's a... But what they're doing is being... They're scammed. They're being scammed, is what I'm trying to get for. It's kind of like in what is it? They're being scammed. There's a lot of things where you do learn, but you pay money to go up the ranks and stuff. That actually does happen. But anyway, we're gonna talk to this guy in the next episode. So Tiniestofchibis is signing out.